Numerous technologies have emerged over the past several years intended to enhance driver safety and reduce liability for construction and related transportation businesses. A number of these technologies have taken on additional significance during the pandemic as construction and transportation companies look to ensure the safety of their workforce, both on and off road. One example is technology used to reduce distracted driving resulting from mobile devices. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, each day in the U.S., approximately 9 people are killed and more than 1,000 injured in crashes that are reported to involve a distracted driver. The risks rose during the pandemic as traffic levels decreased, but traffic speeds increased. Truce Software is among the suppliers offering platforms employers can use to manage mobile device usage during work hours, essentially allowing employers to limit the types of apps employees can access while performing certain tasks, such as driving, or even throughout the workday. Companies such as Walsh Construction have successfully implemented the technology for employees using company vehicles and mobile devices, and it continues to explore the opportunities to further increase its application. Another example of technology gaining significance is vehicle dash cam systems. These systems can alert you to improper driving behavior as well as protect your company against liability risks. A recent innovation in this area is Verizon Connect's integrated video, which ties into the company's telematics systems technology. Integrated video provides added data insights as well as video clips to fleet managers and operation managers tasked with making sure drivers and their vehicles are safe and protected. According to Kevin Aries, head of global product success at Verizon Connect, the goal is to proactively address harsh driving incidents. He states, we want to deliver that insight to the company so that they can not only have that conversation with the driver and really talk about what happened in that video clip and why there may have been an instance of unsafe driving, but also as a way to protect the company against potential false claims or anything liability related. Samsara uses artificial intelligence to help analyze the data captured by its dash cams. AI is used to identify the most important parts of the videos captured to provide fleet and operations managers with actionable data. According to Sarah Loja, senior product manager at Samsara, what the AI really does is say, here are the most important things that we think you should be paying attention to, whether that's distracted driving, whether that's rolling stop detection, that sort of embedded computer vision capability that the AI makes possible on the dash cam. Communications technology also continues to evolve to deliver a safer driving environment. One such system is the Zello Work push-to-talk app. This app is intended to make communication easier and safer by allowing immediate communication at the push of a button on a mobile device. Cheney Enterprises, which supplies and delivers ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, and other construction materials throughout the Mid-Atlantic region, switched from a traditional closed-loop 800 megahertz channel system to Zello Works as a way to enhance the safety of its drivers. Here's more from Erica Magdalinska, marketing manager at Cheney, to share about how the company is using the system in its operations.
So we use it in about 2 out of the 3 main regions that we do business in. We have a mixture of, the mics that use the Bluetooth through the iPad. And then, we tried using some of the built-in, radio tone CB style units that you have. So I think we tried out the bolt-in to see how that worked, and we really like, that feature. So I think we're going to be, eventually moving over to that. And it's just really convenient, for the drivers. They just hit a button. They don't have to touch their iPad. They just hit a button on the mic, and then it opens up the designated channel so the drivers can communicate, and then they can still stay, DOT compliant, with the no handheld devices law.
Do you feel like it's helped to enhance safety in any way for the drivers that are using it?
Oh, absolutely. It was, definitely, transition to get drivers to, stop touching their phones, stop touching their iPads. So this, really helped them to be compliant. There's a lot of communication that needs to occur in our business. There's a lot of last minute questions and customer needs that pop up, obviously traffic issues. So it really helped us, still have that communication piece, which is, very important for our business. But, while still, allowing drivers, to focus on the road, and their main job, which is to deliver our products, on time and in spec.
Absolutely. Have you seen any advantages of using this, given the current situation right now with COVID-19? Is this something that has helped facilitate communication in any way because of that?
I think it helped us way before COVID-19. Our business, we've got people kind of already spread out, and they're already, distancing themselves anyway, because they're, just all over the place. So I wouldn't say anything specific to COVID-19, but overall with our business, it's just been really instrumental in, being compliant with the no handheld, phone law. Overall, it's just kept our drivers safer and compliant, and also just still able to do their jobs. I can't stress enough how communicating with them is really important what we do. Some people don't understand how the construction industry, it just changes day to day, hour to hour. There's all kinds of issues that, our guys face on the road, whether it's traffic or construction, road work and something closes or there's an accident, or customer changes their mind as far as like where they need the exact, product to be delivered, because the job sites can be, massive. So, it just allows us to be, very versatile and keep doing what we're doing. So it doesn't interrupt our workflow.
Thank you, Erica. Finally, I'd like to turn to a technology that has taken on special significance during the COVID-19 pandemic: e-ticketing platforms. Companies are using e-ticketing to not only speed up operations, but to keep drivers safer by limiting the need for face-to-face interaction. Here's Pace Davis, CEO of Truckit, to tell us more.
It depends on where the drivers are going, but typically what they're having to do is, if they're picking up at a scale house, for instance, they get weighed, they roll off the scale, then they get out of their truck, walk up to the scale house and receive 3 copies of a paper ticket. Then they go back in their truck and they drive off. E-ticketing means that they drive off the scale and they just keep going. So for COVID, that means they don't have to deal with humans anymore, or, don't have contact with handing the paper ticket over. The same goes for the other side of the transaction where they are dropping off. Typically what they would be doing is, before e-ticketing, is they're getting out of their truck or handing the paper ticket out of the window to a foreman or inspector to sign off on the ticket. So what has happened with COVID is, it was, I guess, back in March when states started to lock down. The states that were already in the process of creating an e-ticketing specification decided just to roll that out, but seriously, relax on what was needed to be compliant. So, one example I think is Florida, is they've taken it all the way down to the scale house just needs to send a spreadsheet of the tickets and pictures of the tickets to the inspector, the DOT, via email. That's as bare bones as you can get. Other states have said, we still need e-ticketing as far as the ticket is sent to an app or sent, up into the cloud, where the driver has an app, and then the inspector has the app. And the inspectors, if it's asphalt and paving, for instance, can enter information against those tickets, but there's no paper ever handled. So that has completely changed the game on e-ticketing uptake. So, I would say in the last 3 months, we have seen that the industry completely change on what people need and what they're asking for.
Thank you, Pace. Clearly, the importance of keeping drivers and their vehicles safe won't go away once the pandemic is no longer a factor. Technologies will continue to evolve to ensure a safer, more productive driving environment for drivers of all skill levels. You can find out more about the ones we've discussed here, as well as further advancements, by visiting our web portal at forconstructionpros.com.